What's up, everybody? Welcome back. Happy Monday. Hope everyone had a good weekend, as I did. Today, I'm going to cover a coin that I've actually gotten a lot of requests for. At first, I dismissed the request because I wasn't too familiar with the coin. Then I looked into this project, and there are some very unusual sort of facets to it that does warrant a review. So I'm very excited to do that for you today. We'll get into all that later, but first, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. Follow me on Twitter at bencryptoshow. Drop a comment down below. Let me know what you think about this project, or if you have any requests for future projects. And without further ado, let's dive in. So which coin is it? It is Jasmy coin. Here's their logo. They're a classic medium/large size market cap coin. On CoinMarketCap, they're ranked number 486 in terms of total MC. Here's their website. It is all in Japanese. So your first reaction here might be, oh yeah, okay, another project from Japan. Actually, wait, are there any projects from Japan? The correct answer is nowadays no. Almost all the projects from the Asia region come from South Korea, Singapore, Philippines, Thailand. There's a lot from Vietnam lately, that general region. Japan, not so much. And why is that? Well, there's a specific reason. Japan was huge in the crypto scene from 2011 to 2014 because Mt. Gox, the big exchange at the time, was based in Tokyo. A lot of people probably don't know that. And at its peak, Mt. Gox handled 70% of the total daily Bitcoin transactions that happened around the world. So 70% of all Bitcoin activity was coming into Japan. So it was huge in Tokyo and with the Japanese residents, but obviously the exchange was hacked. That created a nightmare for the Japanese government, and so Japan kind of intentionally sort of ushered crypto out of its country after that, but kind of making a comeback there. Back to Jasmy. So what is it specifically? Well, they were founded in 2016, and then it looks like they pivoted to crypto in October 2021, about a year ago, and they were first launched on BitPoint, an exchange in Japan. Jasmy brands himself as creating a safer, more secure, and better society. They aim to provide a secure environment for storing and sharing of data. In the Jasmy space, information can be transformed into personal assets, so they're into data storage and security. The platform is built to give users full control over their personal information. So that's the specific data they're looking at. The main goal of the project is to establish a secure environment on the platform where users can exchange data in a trustless manner between IoT devices such as computers, cars, and phones, and decentralized protocols. Philosophy of the project is based on democratization of data using a decentralized model where data is securely protected and owned by an owner, and service providers get the opportunity to promote their own products and services while leasing out the customer's data. So specifically how the model works, they use something called the interplanetary file system, and then if you're a customer who wants to lease out your data, you need to register and go through a KYC process. And then after that, it's possible to track all transactions on the system. And then, so from here's how the companies use it. So companies first have to buy Jasmy coins, and then to access the platform, which has all the customer data, they need to pay for those services with their Jasmy coins. And when they pay with their Jasmy coins, part of that goes to the Jasmy company, part of that goes to the individual customer whose data they are renting out. So just a standard sort of rewards kind of staking model right there. We've seen a lot of crypto projects using this exact same model. Now the team is one of the strong suits here. This is what got the project a lot of buzz. Who was it founded by? Well, it was founded by, listen to this, a guy named Kunitake Ando, who was a former president and CEO of Sony Corporation. Yes, Sony, one of the biggest 10 or 20 companies in the whole world. He was former president of that. Sony is a Japanese corporation. It was also founded by another guy, Kazumasa Sato. He held a variety of other executive leadership roles at Sony. And their CFO, he was an executive at KPMG, the auditing firm. Here all their profiles are. So the experience is top-notch, a very corporate experience. Now, does that translate to crypto success, crypto experience? We shall see. Let's look at the partnerships and developments to dive further into that. So as you can imagine, a lot of big name partners. Transcosmos, that is a big Japanese conglomerate, very huge company there. Over here, you probably haven't heard of it. They're also partners with Panasonic and Vio, the two big electronics giants. Recently, they just launched a company as partnership with Sagan Tosu for Sagan Tosu to launch their official fan token. So, who is Sagan Tosu? Well, they are a huge soccer team in Japan. Here's their logo. Here's their team. They play in the Japan top tier league. So, they're big out there. More partnerships. They partnered with a biomedical solution to begin joint development of a cell culture system utilizing Web3 technologies such as blockchain. So they're getting into sort of biomedical research here. They partnered with a travel agency, Nippon Travel Agency, to use AI to incorporate the travel industry in some way there. That's kind of cool. They partnered with Mystico Network. That's a Silicon Valley-based zero-knowledge proof technology that has a privacy base layer. So it looks like they're incorporating some privacy elements here, which is obviously not a surprise since the whole project is about privacy of your own data. And then this ties in with the biomedical research partnership. They partnered with, they're creating something called Platinum Data Happiness Discovery Project with participants. So it's a new user-generated participatory development project aimed at commercializing KG engine, an AI application, blah blah blah. So basically, in a nutshell, this is designed to it's doing some sort of research lab study with human participants to see if they can use AI to increase your personal levels of happiness. Kind of cool, kind of funky. I haven't seen that in too many crypto projects. And then on the executive end, they just appointed this guy, Kentaro Miura, as head of Japanese business relationship development. So not a big deal, but his specific role is to accelerate the Jasmy business expansion in the US. So he sounds like he has probably some American-based corporate experience. Now let's look at metrics and price action. So they're number 486, but again, if you're in the Asia region, this company is huge. You're very familiar with it. In the US and Europe, you probably have not heard about it, but maybe you will be now that they have their US executive on there. They're an Ethereum-based token, market cap 30 million, fully diluted market cap 313 million. So circulating supply, only 10% of the max supply tokens are actually in circulating supply right now. So it's not that that's bad, but that just means a lot of tokens are going to become unlocked in the future. And when tokens become unlocked, they can always be sold, which lowers the price. Now let's look at the vesting, the tokenomics investing schedule. So this all looks pretty normal here, 48% to the ecosystem, 27% to their fundraise. They didn't do an ICO, and I couldn't really find any information about this, so this must have been some private sales. 20% to the community, including airdrops, and 5% to other incentives. Now, I couldn't get any information on the vesting schedule. And if we look at the price chart, honestly, it's not that great. So this came out, and the token, for it looks like early 2022, it hit exchanges. Well, first hit a Japanese exchange September 2021. That is not listed on CoinMarketCap for some reason. And then it hit the big exchanges a few months later in January 2021. Price kind of went down and then went down much more there. But if you look at it on the 3-month chart, it's not that bad. It sort of hovered horizontally and has gone down a little bit. So this sort of chart right here with a very credentialed project that's, started by very famous, successful entrepreneurs. It's obviously not a scam or anything like that. This generally means that a lot of tokens have been unvested, unlocked, and there was just a lot of selling. It usually means by the team or early investors who just sold immediately the first chance they could get. But as I told you before, then only 10% of the coins are actually circulating. So that's kind of worrisome. I mean, I don't want to put any alarm bells there. But the fact that so many tokens were already sold here, and then there's still 90% of tokens that are going to become unlocked, and people associated with this project, it appears by this chart, have a habit of selling tokens early. That's definitely something to watch for. Then again, this token came out literally just when the bear market started, January, February 2021, to hit the big exchanges. So you kind of expect to see charts like this. So I guess the question is, can a coin like this, the chart like this, make a comeback? Normally I'd say no, but given they have such experienced executives on the team, I think, they're going to keep the developments coming, and it does have a chance of having a comeback. Which exchanges are they on? Pretty much all the big ones. Any sort of credentialed company like this is going to have the funds and the contacts to be on the big exchanges: Binance Gate, Coinbase, KuCoin, Kraken, Huobi, BitHum, Bitfinex, Bybit, Crypto.com, MEXC, Uniswap. The only exchanges they're not on: FTX, OKX, and Upbit. So we're seeing this a lot here. A lot of big coins are on every big exchange. They're not on FTX. Interesting. I'm not really sure what the specific business model FTX is going for, but it's important to look at what exchanges it's not on, because then if they announce that they're going to be listed on any one of these exchanges, particularly FTX or OKX, the price is going to pump immediately. So you always want, ideally when it comes to exchanges, you want it to be listed on a lot of the good ones. It shows credibility, but you want a few big exchanges that it hasn't been listed on, because then if it does get listed in the future, it allows for price pumps. You don't necessarily want a project that is not on, that is on every single big exchange possible, because then there's no exchanges left for them. That's it. So obviously this is a very intriguing project. The main pro of Jasmy is the experience level of the team, and the fact that they're super connected with other industries means that there's going to be a never-ending flow of partnerships coming into this project. The one con is that, even though it's good experience, it isn't really crypto-specific experience, and if you combine that with the sort of weak price action so far, that's generally indicative of a vesting schedule that isn't optimal. Maybe too many coins were given out to big investors who had a propensity to sell, or maybe too many coins became unlocked too soon. It's tough to tell, but this is definitely a project I'm excited about. I'm definitely going to follow along, do your own due diligence yourself. But it is great to see Japan back in the crypto game. So for now, Ben Crypto signing out. Drop a comment down below. See everyone tomorrow with a new video. Later. To add and create some upward momentum.